Hello everyone, welcome to Coaster Hour, and today I will be doing my first ever coaster review. I will be reviewing Superman Ultimate Flight, which is the original Premier Skyrocket 2 at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. This model has been cloned quite a few times now, so this review could also apply for the other clones around the world. Since this is my first review, how it will work is I'll dive straight into the layout, and afterwards I'll give some thoughts of non-layout aspects of the coaster, and some of my experiences I also had with the coaster. With all that said, let's dive straight into the review. So the ride starts off with a fun little launch that sends you upward, and here you get a nice floating sensation. Then you go back into the tunnel and are launched backwards into the non-inverting loop. This moment is more of a fun and cool moment as you can appreciate the view and the element itself. Then you go back into the tunnel and launch forwards into an intense twist that is followed by going over the top where you get a solid pop of airtime, which to me was a little unexpected. You then entered a slow inline twist that gives superb hang time. It's really good. Which is followed by a trim that leads into this intense and snappy diving turn, which is awesome. Finally, you go through the non-inverting loop that is both quite fun and decently intense, and then you dive back into the station where you go upwards about as far as you do on the first launch, and then go backwards into the station where your ride comes to an end. Now, before I went to ride Superman, I wasn't anticipating too much, but I came off quite impressed with this coaster model, and I think it is actually a pretty awesome coaster, especially considering how compact it is. I preferred the front row over the back row, as I found the front row to be smoother, give better airtime over the top, and give a better floating sensation on the first launch. The back had more whip, but was actually quite jolty in some spots, which is why I didn't like it as much. The coaster's appearance and presentation wasn't anything too special, but the lights in the tunnel was a nice touch. For some of my personal experiences with the coaster, I found the lap bar restraints to be comfortable, but getting in and out of the train wasn't. Even for a skinnier person like me, getting on and off the train felt cramped, and I even hit my leg against part of the train when entering, which did hurt a bit. Also, I always thought that these Skyrocket 2s were relatively reliable. But on my visit to Discovery Kingdom, I saw the coaster car fail to go over the top at one point, and after my last ride concluded, my train got stuck in the launch tunnel, and we waited for around 10 minutes to get the train to pull back in the station. These experiences didn't really change my opinion of how much I enjoyed the ride, but I thought that I should share them. For my final thoughts, while Superman Ultimate Flight is a cloned model, it still provides a fun ride experience that, though is short, packs a nice variety of elements and sensations that makes it one of the best coasters at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd give it a solid 8. It isn't a coaster that'll absolutely blow you away or set the world on fire, but it is a quality ride filled with fun, moments, and some intensity. Thank you all for watching, and comment below if you enjoyed my format of my first ever coaster review or ways you think I can improve it. I'll also mention that if you haven't asked a question for my Q&A I announced last week, to ask questions in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned on more park and coaster related content here on Coaster Hour.